Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Our grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
What's up, everybody? We are doing Pro 2s at Volusia here tonight, race number 5 here in the Pro 2 Dirt Slingers Series, brought to you by AMX. This is going to be a wild show here tonight. They are going to it is fun. It definitely is fun, Tony. These guys are going to let this track roll through here tonight. We'll get a 15% reset at 15% for the heat race, then run all the way through tonight. Remember, tonight's dash, they've been playing Pass It On for the dash winnings. It is up to $25 here tonight to whoever wins the dash. Will they pass it on, or will they continue, or will somebody take it here tonight? We're going to find out here soon as we get ready for heat racing. It is only PC. It's iRacing. It's iRacing. PC only. Austin out there giving a share. What's up, Austin? Right now, it is Cody Winicky at the top of the charts here in practice. Brody Duscher, Tyler Bickford, Vandenbush, Jeffrey Ives, Joey Brewer, Austin Bolson, Solomon Borbooger, Brock Smith, Robbie Iverson, Cody Harrelson, Nick Nowak, Miles Morris, Frank Monack, Jeffrey Latch, Austin Scriber, and Eddie Farnes are your top 7, are your 17 drivers here tonight. It is definitely fun. Definitely fun. This is a league, and it would be too late to join as it stands right now. They only got 1 week left, but you got to go check out AMX over on Facebook. They do some fun series like this. Sometimes they do street stocks on off-road dirt, which is an awfully big blast, and people love it. People love it. So we are going to get ready for racing here tonight. Do we have anybody on the... Oh, Vandenbush is on the track. So a couple of people still out there getting some extra credit in as we are closing in. 5 seconds left to the server. What's up, Clint? It is fun. It is definitely unique, and it breaks up the monotony running the trucks because, you know, it's not traditional for us to run trucks. Oh, I'm ready. I am ready for tomorrow, Tony. 100%. Look, I had a blast last week. Tony, at Watkins Glen. It was so fun to watch you guys. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. Clint, you should have a lot less of a delay over there on YouTube now, too. I did cut the latency on down. Just let me know how the stream is looking over there. I don't know how it's going to hurt the quality of it. We are going to get ready for heat race number 1. Let's go ahead and hit up that starting lineup. It looks like we're only going to get 2 heat races. That means top 3 from each heat jumping into tonight's dash race. Yeah, no, it was definitely a blast. Look, I still research slide job in turn 1 of, I'll call it the sprint race because that's what they would call it on road, was absolutely amazing. I know he goofed up, but it was great to watch. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 73 of Miles Morris. Outside of him in the number 25, it's going to be Austin Bolson. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 47 machine, it's going to be Austin Scriber. Outside of him in the number 91, it's going to be Solomon Borbooger. That is not his name. I just told him that's what I was going to call him. Leighton, we're at Volusia. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 97 machine, it's going to be Robbie Iverson. Outside of him in the 62, it's going to be Joey Brewer. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be the number 903 of Cody Whittaky. Outside of him in the 4K, it's going to be Cody Harrelson. Then rounding out the field here tonight in the number 21, it's going to be Eddie Farnes. 8 laps here for heat race number 1 as they come down the back straightaway. They're going to get 1 to go this next time by. Unless he goes 1 to go now, which he could. Let's go, Miles, says Tony. Miles in a good spot here. I'll tell you what, the next heat's got to be stacked. I'm looking at the names in this one. The next heat's stacked for these guys. As we come out of turn number 4, they're going to get 1 to go. Watch the 21 rolling shotgun on the field. He has not had the season he's wanted. That is going to be Eddie Farnes in that number 21 machine. He is going to be looking to pick his way through the field. And I'll tell you what, if there's anybody who can do it, it is definitely going to be that number 21 of Eddie Farnes. What's up, Slippy Knot guy? Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Looks like Winnicky packet dropped, so he is not going to make the heat race. He was having some issues apparently as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Morris leads the way with Austin Bolson to his outside. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Miles Morris gets a nice jump into turn number 1 and 2. Bolson trying to hold that top side. He's going to slide down. Big run on Morris out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side behind him for the number 3 spot. 3 wide in the rear as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It has got a little bit of contact with Bolson and Morris. Moore's going to go up the track. He is leaning on Bolson as Bolson is leading back. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead as Solomon goes to the outside. Here comes Scriber to the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide for second down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. They are gaining on Bolson. 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Moore is going to hold on to that number 2 spot out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Now, some of these guys do have some dirt oval experience, but I promise you this is not the same as what they're used to as they come out of turn number 4 down the back straightaway. Oh, that sucks, Nick. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bolson leads the way. Miles Morris in second. Solomon in third. As Scriber tried to look down low. He's going to go low in 1 and 2. I thought he was going to miss it. Bad angle. Slides up the track. Solomon's going to make contact with him in turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Cody Harrelson in that 4K. He's going to give a big push. And that black and pink machine slides his way into the number 4 spot. As Solomon going to cut back underneath him out of turn number 4. Bump drafting down the front straightaway. That is Cody Harrelson on the back bumper of the 47 of Scriber as they came down the front straightaway. Not able to make the pass into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Farnes in the 21. He's making his way up through the field. He's looking for the top side of turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Watching Cody work the back bumper of the 47 of Scriber as they come out of 2. Cody going to get to the outside. Big run down the back straightaway. Drag race for turn number 3. Can Cody get that top side to stick? We're about to find out. Not sure what they're going to do. Oh, Austin going to slide up and Cody's going to run the cut down. Brilliant move by the 4K as they come to the line. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job by Cody. Cut down by Austin Scriber. He's going to get back up underneath. What's up, Drew Alton? As they come down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, Scriber's going to slide. Here comes Cody back up underneath. Great race for that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. That's for the final dash spot into turn number 1 and 2. Cody's going to park it, but Austin's going to get back up underneath. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Farnes. Could Farnes steal it from both of them? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, slide job by Austin. Austin's going to take it. It is Volusia. It's Volusia County. Yeah. Volusia Speedway Park is what it is. Where I don't have a description on TikTok. Volusia gets wild. That's what I wrote. It is Volusia Speedway Park. Yeah, Florida. Yep, Florida. All right. Great heat race number 1. We're going to get ready for heat race number 2. Let's go ahead and pull up that starting grid. There's one driver we definitely want to watch in this one as they pull off the starting line. Let's go ahead and get that view. Starting on the pole here tonight. And heat race number 2, it's going to be the number 29 of Jeffrey Latch. Outside of him in the 110, it's going to be Franklin Monack. Starting inside row number 2 in the 921, it's going to be Jeffrey Ives. Outside of him in the number 920, or sorry, not the 921, in the number 07, it's going to be Tyler Bickford. Starting inside row number 3, it's going to be the 145 of Nick Nowak. Outside of him, he's got to be the favorite to win here tonight. It's going to be Brody Duscher. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 89 machine, it's going to be Taylor Vandenbush, and this is why I got confused. And rounding out the field in that number 8 spot, it's going to be the 46 of Brock Smith. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, it is Volusia. I just wrote Volusia. You're so limited on what you can title these things on TikTok. I just made it simple. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. Watch the 909 of Brody Duscher, that white and blue machine on that 3rd row on the top side. Watch for him to come up through, mostly white, as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Jeffrey leading the way. Franklin going to get a good run. They're going to be 3 wide for 3rd out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looks like Ives is going to make contact with Brody. Here comes Nowak trying to take advantage. They were almost 4 wide into turn number 3. They're going to get it straightened out door to door as it looks like Bickford's going to give a big old door to Frank as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Bickford's going to take that number 2 spot. Here comes Brody Duscher in that 909. He's looking to race his way up, making short work of the field. They're 3 wide for 5th into turn number 3. 3 wide back in the pack as we watch the battle for that number 3 spot down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. I got to watch this battle. It's kind of hard not to. Oh, big slide by Vandenbush. Vandenbush was fast in practice, but it is so hard to pass as we come down the back straightaway. I definitely could do that. Let's go ahead and jump on with Duscher. We'll go ahead and do an in-car as we jump in with Duscher in the 909. He's going to roll the bottom side out of turn number 2. Hit the tear off, Brody, as he sits in the number 4 spot. We got a battle for the lead as Bickford is going for the lead in that light blue machine. He's going to cut up underneath out of turn 4. He's up underneath Latch. Down the back straightaway, front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Brody going to roll the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Let's jump on with Frank. Frank's got a good view of the back bumper of the 07 down into turn number 3 and 4. He's got Brody looking up underneath. Here comes Frank. He's looking to take that spot. He's looking for the lead. They're trying to go 3 wide. Frank down to the bottom in 1 and 2. Frank going to jump down low in turn number 1 and 2. Brody not able to break into that top 3 as they come down the back straightaway. Here comes Jeffrey Latch looking back up underneath Bickford as they head through turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact. Bickford able to hold on to it. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Frank's going to have a little bit of internet malfunction. He's going to disappear a little bit, but good run out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That was a great race, Austin. That was a great race. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bickford going to lead the way. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Here comes Duscher looking for the final spot in the dash as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Frank's going to fight back. They make contact. That's going to knock the quarter panel loose on the 909, and Frank's going to lose a ton of ground in the 110. Great run for 10 for Frank. In this one, still going to get a good finish as they come out of turn number 4. Bickford with the win. Latch, Duscher, Monack, Vandenbush, Smith, Nowak, and Ives rounding out the field. This is a league. This is their second to last race. I don't know if they're going to let anybody else race the final one, but go check out AMX iRacing over on Facebook. That is the best place to get information for these guys. They like to do a lot of crazy stuff like street stocks and off-road dirt, and it's a lot of fun. All right, we're going to get these guys out here for the dash. We're going to jump up on the blimp as these guys get it lined up. And it's going to be Austin Bolson starting on the pole here in the dash. Outside of him, it is going to be... who won that one? It's going to be Bickford starting inside row number 2 in the number 73 machine. It's going to be Miles Morris. Outside of him in the number 29, it's going to be Jeffrey Latch. Starting inside row number 3 in the 47 machine, it's going to be Austin Scriber. Outside of him in the 909, it is going to be Brody Duscher. All right, we're going to shut off the ticker because that is going to mean absolutely nothing here, as they are going to do a little dash shootout here. It is 3 laps for the shootout. Winner gets $25, or will they pass it on again? Oh, they're definitely fun. They're definitely fun. Will they pass it on again? That is my question. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Where is Bolson going to fire off? That's the question here tonight. As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. It's going to be Austin trying to win the dash. He's up underneath, but big run for Bickford on the outside, down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. They're going to be 3 wide per second, more contact Latch. And I think it was, what was it, Miles? Both lose the field. Not Miles. That is going to be Austin Scriber losing the field, as we still got a battle for the lead. 1 lap in, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Bickford going to hold the lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Bolson fighting back down low out of turn number 4. 1 lap to go as they come across the line. Can Bolson find his way around that number 07 of Tyler Bickford as they come out of turn number 2? Down the back straightaway, Brody stalking just behind him as they're looking for turn number 3 and 4. These guys get together. Brody might get it. They touch. Hit 3 and 4. Pushes Bickford up the track. It's going to be Bolson with the win. Bickford second. Brody Duscher third. What a race there in the dash. That was a wild one for sure. All right, they're going to run a little bit of a warm-up here, and these guys are going to go out on the track. They're going to burn this track in a little bit, and we got 35 laps here tonight for tonight's main event. 35 laps here tonight. Who's it going to be? I'll tell you what, there's some guys looking fast here at Volusia. As they get back out on the track. How you guys doing tonight? Are you guys ready? Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out right before these guys get in for tonight's feature. You don't want your friends to miss this one. This is going to be a burner. Barn burner here tonight. All right, we got 1.2K. Ghost, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. I got another one. Let's see if I can find it. $30. They pass it on once again. $30 going into the season finale. By the way, Dennis, thank you for the follow. This is it for tonight. Racing 55J. Tomorrow we got, where are we racing tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be the Factory 11 midweek burnout. ARCA cars. Let me see where they are racing tomorrow real quick. That's not the right one. Let's see. ARCA. We are going to Richmond. Richmond next week, or this week, tomorrow, for the ARCA series. That is going to be a fun one. Then Bristol, Knoxville, Kansas, Legacy, Kentucky, Homestead Speedway, and then Daytona for the rest of their season. But Richmond is going to be interesting to see those dirt guys out there on that oval. I can't wait to watch that one. Uh-oh, Eddie just did something. Yeah, no, that's a good one for the ARCA cars though. And they're all dirt cars, guys. They're going to love being elbows up, but hopefully they can keep it clean. It was going to be Martinsville, but they were like, Richmond might be a little bit better because a lot of those guys aren't used to running asphalt. All right, guys, we are about 5.5 minutes into the warm-up. We'll see how long. Will they let this one go through? They probably will. Only about 4 minutes left. Right now it is Brody Duscher at the top of the charts. How about Jeff Ives finding a little bit of speed? He's going to be starting deep in the field, but up to the number 2 spot. This track is going to get slick. It's not. They're not my series. So. This is AMX. I need to start posting that, though. Let me give you my Discord link. I got to find out why my rolls aren't going to. I got to start posting these series that I'm broadcasting. Oh, they did end it early. Hold on. Let me go find a link for the Discord really quick. And I will go ahead and put it over there on the YouTube chat for you. See, we're gonna go do this, and then we're gonna go through tonight's starting lineup. Just jump in there. I'm gonna start getting better about doing that. And there's my Discord. I will make a spot to put that for upcoming series. I'm trying to encourage people to post them. I think I'm gonna rearrange that. Yeah, Richmond's a mile, so it's a little bit bigger. Half mile for Martinsville. All right, let's get ready for tonight's main event and tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 25 machine. Man, he is big quick. Could he hold on for a victory here tonight? It is going to be the 25 of Austin Bolson. You got iRacing, Brody? Starting outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Tyler Bickford. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 73 machine, it's going to be Miles Morris. Outside of him in the number 29, it's going to be Jeffrey Latch. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 47 machine, it's going to be Austin Scriber. Outside of him in the 909, it's going to be Brody Duscher. Starting inside row number 4 in the 4K, it's going to be Cody Harrelson. Outside of him in the 110, it's going to be Frank the Maniac Monarch. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 21 machine, it's going to be Eddie Farnes. Outside of him in the number 89, it's going to be Taylor Vandenbush. Starting inside row number 6 in the 97 machine, it's going to be Robbie Iverson. Outside of him in the 46, it's going to be Brock Smith. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight in that number 13 spot, it's going to be Solomon with Nowak in the number 14 position, Brewer 15th, Ives 16th, and Winicky, if he is in here, he is not in that final spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. This series only has one more race, Brody. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag's out as they head into 1 and 2. Going to be Bolson trying to get the advantage. I'll tell you what, Bickford getting the door in the dash is racing back on the outside as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is PC only, not on Xbox. Here comes Miles Morris, making it 3 wide out of 4 for the lead. They're going to be 3, almost 4 wide down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Scriber trying to take advantage as they jockey for position. Somehow they're keeping it straight out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side, 3 wide for the number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes. Yeah, no problem. For some reason. Yeah, it is AMX. As they come down the back straightaway, for some reason, my YouTube chat stopped showing up here. So let me go ahead and just give that a quick little refresh here, guys. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. All right, there it is. Sorry, I had to fix my chat. I couldn't see some of the chat from YouTube. As Bickford going to lead the way. Brody Duscher second. Miles Morris third. Austin Scriber fourth. Where did Bolson go? All the way back to that number 7 spot. The next race, they're going to be at I-55 next week. That is the last race of the season for these guys. Down the back straightaway. How about Brock Smith up 7 spots? He's looking for more as he's up underneath Vandenbush. 3 wide on a turn number 4. I'll tell you what, Brock Smith has come up through the field, and he is battling for 4th and 5th here as he almost makes contact with Scriber. Scriber came down the track almost into the nose of Brock Smith as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for 3 and 4. Scriber going to send it in, tries the slider, but Moore's going to hold strong on the outside on a turn number 4. Yes, it is asphalt. That one is asphalt. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Bickford leading the way. Duscher second. Morris third. We're watching that battle for third as they come down the back straightaway. Here comes Vandenbush looking down low into turn number 3 and 4. Where is Farnes? Farnes is back 2 spots in the number 21. He is struggling here again tonight. Definitely surprised to see that as Brody has closed the gap on Bickford. We're going to keep an eye on this battle for third on back. If it gets interesting up there, we will jump up there. But right now, it is going to be Miles Morris in that green, yellow, and blue number 73 leading this pack as they're 3 wide behind him. Oh, we got one into the inside wall. Who was that down on the bottom? That's the 46 of Smith. He's able to squeeze through as they come out of turn 2. I don't know. I don't know when their next season is. I didn't know they were doing this season, honestly. This is their first season. Oh, big door by Smith into the door of Vandenbush. They're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4 as Bolson going to stuff it up on the high side. Down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to spin them. Smith into Vandenbush again. And Cody goes in the spin cycle. Yellow flag is out. A lot happening here. Let's take a better look at this one. I don't know if this... Yeah, Vandenbush kind of came down to try and block. Vandenbush did try to come down and block right there. And as we get the caution, Cody going to get the end of the accordion effect. That is usually what happens as we are going to get another restart here tonight. 9 laps in. Bickford in the lead. Duscher in second. We're going to see if Bickford can get a good jump here. He's going to need to, because if he allows Brody Duscher to the outside, I don't think he's going to keep that lead. All right, out of turn number 4, let's see what are they going to get. They're going to get that 1 to go. They're going to stack them up 2 by 2. As it is going to be 25 laps to go when they take the green flag. Who's it going to be here tonight? Riley, what's up? I feel pretty confident that Duscher is going to win. But Bickford is going to definitely hold his own. I think the odds would be for Brody. I wouldn't put money on it though. Bickford's looking strong as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Here comes Brody up underneath them 1 and 2. Trying to take advantage of those cooler tires. He's going to hold it down low. Drag race down the back straightaway. Bickford trying to hold off Duscher. Duscher going to send it into 3 and 4. That top side hasn't been bad through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to watch Bickford take the ride on the outside. He's going to have to lead that time by, but this is where Duscher might be able to make it work. Down low in 1 and 2. No, Bickford going to get a great run as they're wrecking behind him. Wrecking in turn number 1 and 2. Big pile up. Big pile up in turn number, coming out of turn number 2. Wow. Had a little air pocket with my water. All right, what happened here? It looks like Bolson slid up and Brock onto Brock's nose, gets sideways, and the whole field just stacks up. Eddie Farnes going to get the worst of that one, gets turned around. That's got to be frustrating for him. He has not had the season he's wanted, and he had to be one of the favorites coming into this season, and is definitely not been very good for him. I can't believe they had it. Let's go back and look. Were they 3 wide? Did they make it 4 wide? They were pretty close to 4 wide. Yeah, so that's hard to put that one on Brock. I wouldn't have known Bolson was coming up, and I probably wouldn't have lifted either. Bolson goes around and gets turned sideways, and I think Bolson's going to keep the spot. It's going to be Eddie Farnes going to the back. You're making a die-cast car right now. What are you making? You like make them. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Looking for the green flag this time by out of turn number 4. Bickford needs a little bit better jump. He's going to go early. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Definitely a better start for Bickford, but Brody's going to shove it back up underneath. Not able to get side by side with them in 1 and 2 this time as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, you can see they're already 3 wide for that number 5 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Bickford going to hold on. Brody's up the track into the back of Bickford, but he's got to get back in line down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. 13 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is a traffic jam. This is like rush hour traffic. Back in the back as we got the 921 Ives bouncing off of every truck back there. Eddie nowhere to go. He's going to get in the back of him, loses the hood as they head through 3 and 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Bickford leading the way. Brody in second. Bickford's holding strong. That's why I said I could not count out Bickford as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Morris with a solid run in that number 3 spot. Oh, he's sideways. Big save. Big save. Is that Robbie Iverson? Who is that? Yeah, that is Robbie Iverson in the 97. All kinds of sideways. Able to hold on to it. He's back in the pack. We got quarter panels flying. Hoods flying and fenders as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battle going to be for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Bickford should be able to easily hold on to the lead as they come out of 4 down the front straightaway. We're going to keep on this battle for the number 4 spot 4. Now I don't think Duscher's close enough to worry as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. They are jockeying. Oh, we got 2 up into the wall. Caution flag is out. Looks like Solomon and Frank around. Caution flag number 3 for the night. It is getting racy, and these guys are making some crazy moves, and this is what's going to happen. Oh, looks like Jeff was up into the... Oh, that was weird. Was that netcode? Was that netcode right there? That was really weird. Why did Solomon just spin out like that? I think it looks like he might have had some netcode. Yeah, netcoded. He got netcode. That is unfortunate. And Frank nowhere to go is going to drive right into him at the end of that one. All right, so we are 16 laps into this one as they come across the line. It is less than 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. If these guys can get it green, this is going to be awful interesting. There's some fast guys in here, and the guys in the back aren't slow. It's just three and 4 wide just does not work like that here. And there's just mistakes in netcode, and that's what happens. Most of these guys are off-road guys, so definitely a little experience for different experience for a lot of these guys as they come out of turn number 4. Let's see if they get that 1 to go this time by. 1 to go as they come across the line. It is going to be 17 laps to go when they take the green flag. That's great, Ghost. It is fun. These guys are great. It's a good group of guys, too. So if you get a chance to get in with AMX, it's definitely a decent group to hang out with most of the time. Just watch that Cody guy. Just kidding, Cody. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Can Bickford get another good start? Maybe he'll slow it down a little bit this time and go a little bit later trying to throw Brody off his rhythm. He needs to stay ahead of Brody. Green flag is out of turn number 4. Brody with a good start. Definitely closer this time as they head into 1 and 2. Brody's going to shove that truck up underneath the 07 of Bickford out of turn number 2. It's definitely getting slicker down on the bottom side. That is making it a little bit harder for Brody to make that move as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Bumper banging through the field at the back of the pack out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway looking for 1 and 2. Wow, I was wrong. Now it's 17 laps to go. That was 18 laps to go when they took the green flag. No, I don't want to do it, Brody. I don't want to do it. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Tyler going to lead the way. Brody in second. Brody's going to go down to the bottom side. See, he knows if you follow the guy in front of you, you're just not going to pass him. He is looking for a little bit of speed down on the bottom, trying to figure out where he can get around that 07 machine as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Single file for the leaders. Let's go back in the pack. Oh, let's see what Brody's able to do out of 4 here. He's trying to get the run. He's going to get there. We aren't moving off this one as they head into 1 and 2. Brody's going to go for the slide up the track. Had to back out of it. Bickford going to get back to the outside. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That messed up Bickford too. He didn't know if Brody was coming up. Had to get on the binders. Brody's going to slide up at 3 and 4. Cut down by Bickford. Out of turn number 4. Who's going to have it at the line? It's going to be, I don't know. It was a dead heat at the line that time by. Down into 1 and 2. Oh, Bickford did the same thing, but Brody didn't lift. He does. That's crazy. That's wild. I just noticed you had the 07 at the back of it, but yeah, he definitely does. As they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be Brody leading the way. That time by Bickford, now back to second. So Bickford giving up that lead as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Miles Morris with a solid run in the number 3 spot as Nick Nowak is trying to race his way up into the top four. What a run out of the 145. He's up 10 positions as they come across the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Nowak having a great run. This might be a career run on an oval for him as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Drag race looking for turn number 3 and 4. Caution comes out once again. Who is wrecking for last? All right, Scriber, what happened? We're going to check on you. Oh, we got the inside wall. He was trying to keep. Oh, who got the back of him? That was Ives. What happened to Ives there? Let's go take a look from Ives' point of view. We're going to jump out of the cockpit, in the cockpit, not on the cockpit. Oh, just nowhere to go. He's going to go around. That is unfortunate for Jeffrey Ives as he goes around here in caution flag number 4, I think it is. All right, let me go take a look and see what I might have missed. I did miss some more follows over on TikTok. Let's go. Jay, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Jacob Day, thank you for the follow. They are going green flag this time by. Guys, if you're over on YouTube, hit that like button. You've been there long enough. Let's hit that like button as they come out of turn at number 4. Looking for the green flag this time by 2x2 into turn number 3 and 4. 24 laps complete when they hit the line. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they got 11 laps to go. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Douche are going to lead the way. Oh, no. Big wreck in the 1 and 2. I think Nowak might have stepped on his dick right there. No. He got the broadcaster curse. He just gets the inside wall here. That was the broadcaster curse. He's just going to get the inside wall. Oh, my God. Big hit. Vandenbush nowhere to go. And I'll tell you what, poor Eddie Farnes has been caught up in just about everything. Nowhere for him to go once again there as they come out of turn number 4. Guys, it is going to be 10 to go when they take the green flag. We are at 11 laps to go. It will be 10 to go when they get the green flag. They're going to stack them up 2x2 into turn number 1 and 2. 10 laps to go when they hit that green flag. Who's it going to be here tonight? Any other caution after this will be single file. It's AMX. It's a group. I don't make this session. No. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Duscher going to get a good run out of turn number 4 as Bickford going to go all the way to the top side. Here comes Miles Morris. Could he race his way up into the number 2 spot? Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Brock Smith down low in that number 46. He's looking for third. Here comes Bickford. Smith is going around. Caution flag is out. No caution yet as they head into 1 and 2. How was that not a caution? Oh, there it is. Smith gonna step on his dick, goes around there. This should be single file from here. I think it's gonna go single file. He just gets the inside wall, goes around. Oh, man. Scriber nowhere to go. Ives nowhere to go. Van den Busch all nowhere to go. Bringing out that caution flag, and we are going to get ready for the green flag pretty quick here. They are going to make this a short one. It is going to be 9 laps to go when they take the green flag. Actually, let me take that back. It's going to be 8 laps to go when they take the green flag. 8 laps to go when they take the green flag. It did take that lap. All right, 1 to go as they come across the line. It is a single file restart. Lots of fast guys up here. And I'll tell you what, the field is a lot closer than it used to be earlier. It's definitely closer speed-wise through the field as this track has gotten slick, and even the playing field as they come down the back straightaway looking for the green flag. Brody, does he have this one in the bag? We've seen plenty of people step on it here tonight. Will he be the next victim? Pace truck going to pull off a turn at number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway, down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Brody leading the way. Bickford second, Morris in third. Here comes Bolson. I'll tell you what, one hell of a run for Bolson here tonight. He won his heat race. He won the dash. I don't know if he's going to win here tonight, but can he at least get a podium as they come out of turn number 4? 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Bolson definitely putting the pressure on Morris as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Look at that, Cody Harrelson back up into the top 6 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Bickford trying to find some speed out of turn 4. It is 6 laps to go. We got doors coming up over here back in the pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Joey Brewer down low. He's going to slide up. Will he hit the door of Cody? Drag race down the back straightaway as we got a race just ahead. Here comes Iverson up underneath Bolson through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, it's going to be Iverson at the line that time by. Top 3 has, he parked it. You can't park there. That's definitely a no parking zone. But Brewer definitely did it. As they come down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes another no-nose Eddie Farnes out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Battle is for that number 3 spot as we got a quarter panel flopping through the field. I think that's going to be the 97th of Robbie Iverson as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Duscher leads the way out of turn number 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go at the line. Slide job by Iverson, cut down by Bolson. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Bolson going to try to slide. It's not there. They're going to slide up together in 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Drag race looking for turn number 3. Here comes Farnes. Farnes on the move. Down the back straightaway. He's looking for a top 5. He's currently in that number 6 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Great battle here. We got a battle for second starting to brew. Here comes Miles Morris up underneath Bickford as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Through turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be Dusher leading the way. White flag is out. Big door from Morris for the second spot. Morris going to give a big door for Bickford. White flag is out. Down into 1 and 2. Side by side, it is crazy behind these guys, too, as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, drag race for second. Morris down low, Bickford up high. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bickford going to pinch down. Morris is going to push up. Side by side out of 4, it's going to be Dusher with the win. Who's going to get second? Morris, second. Bickford, Iverson, Bolson, Latch, Harrelson, Vandenbush, Solomon, and Nowak, your top 10, and I think that Farnes got turned around again. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Farnes. Looks like Brewer might have gotten caught up too. Yeah, big stack up there. He gets into Brewer. Do they get together again? Oh, Brewer just came up. Oh, Brewer just came up into Farnes. Oh, that is unfortunate for Farnes. As these guys are down on the front straightaway, we're going to go ahead get these guys lined up for their photos and bring them in. It is going to be, oh, I didn't realize the thing was up. My bad, guys. It's going to be Brody Dusher with the win. Miles Morris in second. Going to be Bickford in that number 3 spot. Iverson up the 4th. Bolson in 5th. Great run for Bolson. Going to be Jeffrey Latch in that number 6 spot. Cody Harrelson in 7th. Vandenbush in 8th. Going to be Solomon in that number 9 spot. Nick Nowak in 10th. And Jeff Ives in 11th. Going to be Austin Scriber in that number 12 spot. Brock Smith in 13th. Farnes in 14th. Going to be Monarch in that number 15 spot. Brewer 16th. And Winicky in that number 17 position. Let's go grab the top 3. Bring them into the booth and give some interviews. What a race here tonight. That was actually not, I know there's some cautions. I know these guys were frustrated, but man, that was a good race tonight. I don't care what anybody says. Brody says, I won. Let's go. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and bring them in. If I can find them, I got to go find the Discord. Whoops, my bad. Boo, boo, boo. All right. Wow, what a race here tonight. I mean, I know we had a couple cautions there. This track was fast. There was a lot of passing. It was a good race tonight overall. Tyler, you were able to hold on for the lead for a good part of this. Brody just getting around you, and then Miles late in this one. But man, that thing was fast here tonight.
Yeah, man, it was a great race. It was fun. I think I went up top too early and just blew off my tires. I had nothing left at the end.
You know, it seems like, I say this when I'm doing the ARCA League I do on Wednesdays too, but, a lot of these guys aren't oval guys and there are a lot of these guys are off-road guys. It seems like this competition gets harder and harder each week as these guys get used to the type of racing, and it's not so easy to run up front anymore. I mean, there's probably half a dozen cars that could have been up in the front with you guys.
Yeah, everybody's getting quicker. It's fun to see. It's fun to be a part of, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I gotta thank you for the broadcast, AMX for putting it on, Coast to Coast Sim Sports, just everybody that's on the deal.
Great run. We do ARCA. I do ARCA on Wednesdays. I do a league that does ARCA. That'll be tomorrow night about 10 p.m. Eastern. Miles, what a move. You sat there in third all day, kind of by yourself. You didn't really have a whole lot of racing. It seemed like you were able to pull away and kind of get in a comfortable spot and just ride. Maybe saved a little bit of tire there and made the move at the right time to go into that number 2 spot. Man, what a run for you here tonight.
Oh, that was fun. I like to thank Tyler. That was great racing with him. Very clean, just excellent, to be honest. And yeah, I saved tires. I'm not sure if I pushed too early, but you could tell who was saving tires when the restarts happened. That's all I gotta say. And we were just complaining that we burned off our tires, but we probably saved the most.
It's hard to tell when you're out there riding by yourself, and then all of a sudden you get with the field and you get racing and you realize you got a little bit more than everybody else. Do you feel like maybe if you had gone a little bit sooner, you might have had something for Brody?
Yeah, maybe not pulling it off, but I might have finished next to him. I think I saved a little bit too long.
Yeah, it's always hard to know when to pull that timing, and definitely showed here tonight. Great run for you. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thank you. I'd like to first off thank Icon Sports Apparel, Team Watson Racing Setups, and iRacingIFlag.com, and my friends and family for all the support they give me, and AMX for putting this on. Thank you all.
Yeah, great run. That was awesome. Brody. Man, they're not making it easy for you. Made it look like it was going to be easy early in the season, and it has not been easy here lately. Man, that thing was fast, but Bickford giving you a hell of a battle up at the front.
Yeah, I missed the practice yesterday, so I had Bickford tell me what to do in practice. But yeah, no, bad pill draw again. But Taylor was with me, so I wasn't too mad with it. Still made it work. That was a great race. I think I also burned off my tires, but I may have saved just enough too because I wasn't pushing at the end uh hard as I could. But that was a great race, and I'm happy to see Tyler, and I'm happy to see Miles get on the podium too. That's cool to see. That's pretty sweet.
Last week we went to Lernerville and we talked about some of the racing after the race last week, and I was like, you got to let Lernerville get slick or just gets one lane like it was. And we were talking about this week, and I'm like, it's a big track. We got to let it run through. I don't know how you feel, but I felt like that was the right choice. The track was super racy. And you guys were able to make moves, able to make passes on a track that is fast. If this was tacky, you guys would have just been playing follow the leader.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad that they let it carry over, and I hope they do the same next week. Because I really do not want to see us just have to sit and run the top the whole time at I-55. Like I thought Lernerville was going to be top dominant only and the bottom wouldn't be there, but ended up surprising me. So hopefully I-55 turns out the same way.
Well, great run here tonight. I don't know what the points are, but you got to be looking pretty good here. So I know you got a few people to thank. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for doing the broadcast every week so we can go back and watch it. You guys do a great job. I want to thank AMX, Franklin, Taylor, everybody that puts that on over there. Iridium Sim Sports, Good Apparel, Sharp. I want to thank Bikeman Performance, Polaris, Tyler for running the league with me, Rendezvous Bar and Grill, and anybody else I missed.
All right, buddy. Good run. Enjoy the win, and I will see you later.
Thank you.
Brody with the win here tonight, guys. That's going to be it for tonight. By the way, it is the new ARC. I don't know if you've seen that. I typed that in there. That'll be tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Guys, that's going to be it. If you need the Discord, if you're over on TikTok, go ahead and click on the description. Link is in there. That's for my Discord. If you're anywhere else, you might have to message me or go look at one of the other streams because I did not put the link in the description. F in the chat for that. But thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Fantastic racing. Good night of racing here tonight. As always, until next time. What's it named? Tomorrow's race? That is midweek burnout factory. It's Factory 11 Sim Sports. I don't know if you're familiar with Cody Nevin, but it's his series. And he'd probably let you in. I know he's got the league in my general chat if you scroll up and look. So he's got the league number in there if you want to register. But that's going to be it for tonight, guys. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.